They keep on me, I just want them to leave. I hold it in slowly, I lift up my feet. I ain't walking, I'm floating away down the street. Ever thinking about life and the way it should be. Questioning things that I cannot believe in. Maybe I know that I ain't the one you gon' choose. And baby, I hope that you know what you about to lose. Cause I've been used and abused, I'm left alone and confused. And now I'm trying to lose all of these feelings I have for you. And I feel much better now that you are here. And this love don't last forever. Now with you, my dear. So tell me, girl, did you ever really care? And did you ever really care? So tell me, girl, were you ever really there? And you were never really there for me. I feel it in my head, and these thoughts, they never leave me. And those voices always said that I'd be better off dead. I feel it in my head, and these thoughts, they never leave me. And those voices always said that I'd be better off dead. That I'd be better off. That I'd be better off dead. That I'd be better off. That I'd be better off dead. I feel it in my head, and these thoughts, they never leave me. And those voices always said that I'd be better off dead.
We switched it to just Dejected, and I could go on the whole backstory of why I called it that if you want to.
Oh, absolutely, bro. I want to hear all about it, man.
All right, so when I was 17 years old, I sent in a demo tape of some metal shit that I recorded to a record label, a major record label, and I got accepted. So for the next 2 years, I opened up for Traders, Chelsea Grin, Asking Alexandria. I opened up for some big name bands for the next 2 years. I got kicked off from my drug use, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I can make my own record label that accepts anyone of any genre, color, cult, race, drug use or not drug use. So I started Dejected. And that was about a year after I got kicked off that major record label. I started it. And the whole thing about Dejected, I was reading a poem by Shakespeare. And Shakespeare had written a poem saying a man was dejected, which meant he was standing in the middle of the street while the rain was pouring down. And I said, you know what? I can relate to that. And I started my own label because I got kicked off my old label. And I was like, I could do this better. And I did. And here we are.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. So see, that actually goes to speak more about your character as a man, though, because a lot of people that would have got that kind of, you know, got into the door of a major label like that, opening up for big bands and shit like that, or big artists in general, a lot of them, if they would have got put out of that shit, they would have probably like crumbled under the pressure. and they probably would have never had the balls to kind of bounce back. So that just goes to speak volumes about your character as far as how serious you took music, how much you loved it, and how much you weren't gonna let that shit stop your progression. So I respect the shit out of that, because it ain't easy to do, especially with the following that I've been seeing that you have with your label. I mean, the numbers is crazy, my man.
I appreciate that, bro. You know, I pitched it. I mean, I've started from the bottom, now I'm here, like Drake said.
Right. I love it, man. I love those kind of underdog stories, bro. Like, I love people that come from the mud and, you know, and make something out of the shit. And again, your shit is doing really good, though. So clearly the label fucked up. You know, we're not going to give them no damn clout. Clearly they fucked up, bro. I think you a really talented dude, especially when it comes to metal. And also, there's this vocalist that I seen that you produced for named Star Rats, man, and the production is A1. It sounds very professional. Yeah. I mean, the dude, and you and him together with the beats and his vocals, brother, y'all make some great ass music. I was going through the catalog. I'm like, oh shit, why is this dude not in, you know, like on a major situation? Like this dude, y'all together, man, that's a hell of a duo right there.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that, bro. And you know, I was played on all the local radios here in Utah, like 92.7, 92.5. And I was like, all right, this shit's about to blow up. Because it was played on the major record stations here. And I was like, all right. But it never did totally blow up. And you know what? It's kind of an underground gem, you know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's for a lot of people, a lot of artists listen to this show. So one thing that I really want them to know is that just because you got a damn song on the radio or you got a video on BET, trust me, dude, it don't mean that anything is finna lie in your damn pockets. It just means that the world is gonna see you more over. The music business is a tricky fucking thing. It's very snaky. It's very shaky. It's a whole lot of other shit that comes with it. Trust me, man. So that's interesting though, bro. So I want to know exactly, when did you hook up with Star Rats and where did you find him at, or did he reach out to you?
So all right, when I found Star Rats, I had just founded my own record label because I got kicked off my old record label, opened up for major bands, and I was like, you know what? I could do this, but I could do it better. So I started my own label, Dejected. And the first dude I had signed, his name was Creepa. And he told me about this dude named Star Rats and sent me some of his SoundCloud links. So I messaged and I called Star Rats. Took a couple weeks. He messaged me back. And, you know, the next thing was history. The first song we made together was called Better Off Dead, which I sent you. And that's still our biggest song to date.
Yo, that shit was fucking crazy, bro. Like, that sounded like some shit that would be on, like, one of the top Billboard song list or whatever, bro. It was really well done. Production was excellent. His unique style where he approaches music kind of intrigued me a little bit, you know, because he's got a very unique style, the way that he approaches beats. And your production, again, it almost reminds me of like Zaytoven and Gucci Mane. Maybe not on like the super street level like that, you know, but it reminded me of that dynamic of Gucci and Zaytoven.
Yeah.
So how everything Zaytoven put to Gucci and Gucci touched, it just went to gold. So you guys kind of give me that same feel. So I do expect that you guys are going to have some big situations in the future though, bro, because y'all are very, very talented separately, but together it's a whole nother energy though, man. So now I kind of want to get into the projects that you've released over the years. You've been doing this for a while, so I kind of want you to run us down the list, man, of all the projects you've put out over the years, bro, and kind of tell us a little bit about them.
Hell yeah, bro. So the first project I ever released was in 2016. I was 13 years old in 2016. I released a tape under the name Stygians, which means grave in Danish, because I have a big Danish background. And then once I realized people started fucking with that, I turned my name to Ylept in about 2017. And ever since then, man, I can't even tell you how many people have. I mean, we've been on Trash, Idle Glance. We've been on all the big pages. Upwards of 1 million views between all the pages me and Star Rats together have been through, because once I found his voice matched with my beats, I was like, this is it. And ever since then, it's just been its own story, bro. I mean, it's been crazy.
Right. I mean, there was just the one song, the one you was telling me about, bro, like just that one song I was seeing on one page alone had 77,000 views on it. Just on one page, just that one song, bro. I was like, holy shit. And then I went to your Facebook page for your label, bro. There's over 10,000 people that subscribe to that motherfucker. I was like, holy shit, this dude got numbers going on right now.
Hell yeah.
So let me ask you this, bro. So after the major label situation that didn't work out for you, right? What was the first project you put out after that, and what was the feedback like on that?
The first project I ever put out after the label situation was called Wake Snakes. And that was originally a song for a band called Chimera, which was a big band that was opening up for Korn, Seven Dust, Limp Bizkit, big band.
Damn.
And I got to play those shows for about 2 or 3 months before my girlfriend, she started sending in pictures and videos of me with my drug use. And then bam, after about 2 or 3 months opening for them guys, I was back to level 0. And I had to start Dejected because I felt dejected. You know, dejected was a word created by Shakespeare that means depression. And I was reading one of his poems and I was like, fuck, that's me. And I started Dejected and I started my life over. And here we are, bigger than the label I was with before.
But yeah, that's a hell of a damn story, bro. Like it seems like every time somebody tries to make something out of themselves, especially if you come from the bottom, like I do, and it sounds like you do as well. Like it's just, you know, there's a lot of damn people that try to just throw wrenches into play, man, and it just, you know, it's aggravating. But at the same damn time, usually people that come from the bottom, they make the best when they get to the top because they've been through so much to get there. It's like they appreciate the shit more. So I can tell you're really, really, you know, into what the situation you got going on with your label. I can tell you really respect the artists that you work with. I can tell you really take your craft serious and you respect it just because all the bullshit you already had to go through just to even continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of people would have crumbled already with that kind of pressure, bro, especially when you already seen the peak of success. And then all of a sudden it gets snatched away from you. And then, you know, you try something again and another bullshit thing happens. And it, you know, so the fact that you keep going, bro, like that's already in itself motivational to me for starting this podcast. I was scared of the internet. You know, I didn't grow up on this shit, dog. So I was like, fuck it. But then I started doing it, bro. So when I come across people like you know, artists like you that go through shit like that and keep pushing, bro, it just motivates me to keep going more. So I appreciate you sharing that backstory with me, man. But I do want to ask, all right, you sent me an EP as well, and this was on some heavy metal shit.
Yeah.
The name escapes me because I just was listening to it not long before we got on the interview though, bro. So I just give me the name of that and kind of tell me about what was the goal with that EP.
Yeah, so that EP I sent you was my last name, Zane, and I labeled it day to day, as in like every day to each day is the same. Because when I first got kicked off that label, I was in a huge depression. I was like, where do I go from here? So I started my own label and I was like, you know what, I could do this better. And that's where the name Day to Day comes from. Is like, all right, yesterday I got fucked over, but the next day I'll start my own shit and it's kind of fucked up. But from here I can build it from fucked up from 0 to 100. And I was like, you know what? It might take me a few years, but I'll get this back to where it needs to be. And that was what the whole EP is about. And there's even a couple cover songs in there referencing who inspired me, like Sepultura and Korn. There's a couple covers in there that was like one of my main first inspirations. And then it kind of starts out in like experimental, and then it goes into some cover songs, and then it ends experimental. So it was kind of like, here's who I am, here's who inspired me, and then here's who I am again, you know?
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense, bro. Like you could definitely, now I don't want this shit to sound like fucking dumb or nothing, bro, but just to me being a music lover though, bro, when I listen to it though, I can, just like the tones of the music that I was listening to, I could tell that there was like I don't want to say emotion, bro, but I guess, it had a certain vibe to it, bro, where I felt like, okay, when this music was made, there was a certain headspace that the producer was in at this particular time. Because just every track kind of gave you a different vibe. Like you had some shit that was more a little low key sometimes, then it was real aggressive, and then so I could tell, I don't want to use the word emotion, but it seemed like there was just like different headspaces for different tracks on there, and you definitely put it into the music very well. Well, whatever was going on in your head at that time, it projected real well into the music, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, you're definitely right, bro. I mean, there was a lot of emotion in that, so you're not wrong. Your initial thoughts of emotion, that's not wrong at all. There was a lot of emotion put into that, like getting kicked off a major record deal to, dealing with 2 baby mamas that fucked you over and so on and so forth. There was a lot of emotion put into that, and I've been working on that particular EP for 2 years, and it finally came out. So there is a lot of emotion put in there.
Wow. Yeah, 2 years of a roller coaster came out on one record. That's that's a lot of shit, man. That's a lot of shit, bro. So let me ask you this, bro. So the next project we're gonna get from you, I wanted to have this kind of kiss my ass vibe to it, bro. Where like, you just talk your shit like, bitches, I'm still here. Fuck all y'all. I love that type of shit. So the fact that you've been through all of this bullshit, bro, and you still going, and the next project you put out has to give me that kiss my ass, fuck all y'all feel. I gotta have that, man. You gotta give us that.
Oh, you will definitely hear that, bro. I mean, now, today, in present day, I can look outside at a tree full of birds, and I get the same loving vibe as I did with 10 previous girls, like.
I understand exactly where you're going with that, bro. Absolutely, yeah. That's some shit, man. But yeah, I definitely. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, this next record is gonna be more peaceful, more vibeful, more relatable, as in like, hey, I found what I needed. Fuck you bitches from before. You know what I mean?
Right, that's what I'm looking for, bro. Because people that come from the bottom that go through that shit, they all gotta have that project to just tell everybody to kiss their ass. Like, fuck all y'all, I did it. Like, I gotta get that, bro. Just me, because before I interview artists on my show, bro, I end up becoming a fan first. So it didn't even take me long to dig into your catalog before I was like, all right, this guy's got some shit. I fuck with this. So as a fan now looking into it, dog, you gotta give me a record or a whole project, bro. I gotta have that fuck all y'all vibe, bro. I did it. I gotta have that vibe, man. I gotta have some shit to bang around to with that vibe. Not to mention, I love to see artists win, especially the ones that had it rough trying to get in. I just love that shit, bro. So I'm a very positive guy on that aspect, bro. I just want everybody that's been through the bullshit, man. I want them all to win out here, but because that kind of shit humbles you. It makes you a better person, bro. And like I said, man, a lot of people would have just dwelled in the shit and sat in that shit storm for the rest of their life and just never got out of it, and would have let it take them. But you was like, fuck all that, dog. I'm gonna just do my own shit now, and they're gonna have to deal with me in a few years. So I love that shit, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I lived in California for 4 years, and then we went back to Utah. I've always been a West Coast dude, and man, I'll tell you what, I got 2 new things out right now that people can really look forward to. I just dropped a new clothing collaboration, a whole clothing line with thoughtbreaker.com. You can find that shit on my page or go to TOHTBREAKER, thoughtbreaker.com, and find my brand new clothing line, or go on my personal page, Gabriel Zane, find that new clothing line. Got that brand new EP out. I mean, man, there's nothing that could stop me, that's for sure. And, I got a new girl that pushes me to new lengths, and all that shit that happened to me before, that's just a story in the notepad,
Absolutely, bro. That's what I'm talking about, though, bro. So let's get into this clothing line real quick, though, my man. So when did you start the clothing line, and what sparked the inspiration to do so?
All right, so this started about 3-4 months ago. I did an interview with the owner of the clothing company, Thoughtbreaker, And I was like, why don't we do a collab? Because I had owned some shirts from that company before that was some like explicit stuff. And I was like, why don't we do something that pushes it a little more? So I got to talking with the guy. I interviewed him. He was like, man, I really like Dejected. And I was like, well, let's do a Dejected mixture with Thoughtbreaker, the clothing company. He's like, let's do it. So finally, the couple days ago, it's now publicly available. You can go buy that shit if you like anime girls, you like anime titties. That shit, you can buy that shit right now, and it supports 2 underground companies that work to the fullest.
All right, man. Y'all heard it right there, bro. Y'all need to go get y'all some of that merchandise if you into that anime stuff. You know what I'm saying? That shit's real big nowadays. So yeah, if y'all into it, dog, go ahead and jump over there and get you some anime titties and shit. He got the titties on the shirt. Get you some damn anime titties going on, bro. You know, make some motherfuckers mad when you go out in public wearing it. Make, you know, shit like that. That'll be cool. But all right, man. So let me ask you this, bro. On your production side, right? So I'm assuming that production is that your favorite part of music? Is producing the music itself?
It is my favorite part. That is, yeah.
Oh, okay, so how technical are you, and how much of a perfectionist are you with production?
Oh man, I'm a super perfectionist because I grew up with my dad playing Nine Inch Nails, and if you're familiar with Nine Inch Nails, they have a super spectacular production element to their music. And Trent Reznor, the front man of Nine Inch Nails, he's a perfectionist. And growing up listening to that, I kind of developed the same thing. So when you hear a song that's produced by me, you know that I put my fullest and I tried to perfect it to the best of my ability.
No, I definitely got that feel, bro. Especially when I was hearing Star Rats, I was like, "Damn, this shit sounds like it was done in like a fucking $10,000 hour studio or some shit." Bro, I was like, "Damn, this shit sounds real crispy." Yeah, man, you did. I don't know what the fuck you over there using, man, or you know, but whatever. But goddamn, bro, that shit is, you damn sure got your shit on lock with the production, bro. So you've been making beats longer than you've been actually like putting vocals down on tracks, right?
Oh, definitely. I started making my own first beats when I was about 12 years old. So.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while then, bro. Okay, so
yeah, that's been like 13 years. Yeah.
Right. So let me ask you this, bro. Do you ever play any live instruments into your DAW that you're producing on to get your own live samples, or do you just kind of go off plugins, or how do you do that?
Oh, definitely, man. I play my own guitar. I play bass. I make my own synthesizers. There's a lot of live work going into that track.
Okay, and you have fun with the live. I mean, is the live aspect doing that, making beats, harder than just going off a plugin, or is it a little easier? Or?
It's harder because when you're using a live instrument, you never know if 3 seconds from the beginning you're gonna go over that like volume level that you want to be at. So like the first 10 seconds you could be perfect, and then 13 seconds in you might fuck up a little bit. So
okay,
it's definitely harder to play a live instrument into a track than plugins, because plugins are usually more perfected. In a live instrument, you gotta play it like you're in front of a crowd. You don't want to fuck up, you know.
So, but that, I guess that keeps you sharp though, because I know if you do live performances, that's one skill you want to have sharpened up, is being able not to fuck up in front of the audience. So that's good.
Oh yeah, I play lots of live shows. You definitely don't want to fuck up.
Right. So let me ask you this about your live shows though, bro. I want to know, like, when you perform, man, what's your energy level like when you perform?
Oh, when I perform, I jump out there in the crowd, and if they're moshing and they're pushing each other around or they're jumping, I'm right there jumping or pushing them around too.
Oh, so you a wild boy. You get the feeling that you like fuck everything at this point. I'm getting out there. I love that.
Yeah, if the crowd's going wild, I'm going wild. So you can expect me to be out there pushing you like you're pushing another member in the crowd for sure.
All right, so do you have like a crazy or a wildest live performance story you want to get into with me, or
Yeah, man.
what you got, man? Let's hear it.
I got two for you.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
So we were in Anaheim, California, and my single band here from West Valley, Utah, we were called Stygians, which means coffin in Danish because of my Danish background. And I was a bass player and the vocalist. I was kind of the head man, and we were opening for Chelsea Grin, which
shit.
you know Chelsea Grin. A lot of people know Chelsea Grin.
Right.
And the thing about Chelsea Grin is they're from the same main city as me, Salt Lake City, Utah. So we had already known each other. And they let me open for them a few times. And we were in Anaheim, California at the House of Blues, right?
Oh, shit.
About 3,000 people. I jumped out there and I started swinging my bass like it was an axe.
Get the fuck out of here at the House of Blues, man. You turned it up like that at the House of Blues, man?
Oh, fuck yeah, I did, man. I was like, I don't give a fuck about Disney. I don't care if Disney owns this shit.
Now, that's true heavy metal fashion right there, bro. For everybody listening, that's true heavy metal fashion right there. Don't give a fuck who owns the damn venue. If you feeling it, get out there and try to knock somebody out with your guitar. That's true heavy metal fashion right there. I love it.
Fuck yeah, man. I was hitting people with my bass, fucking doing 360.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck? That's funny as shit. Damn, bro, but hold on there. You skipped over the damn shit like it wasn't nothing, bro. Like, you was at the fucking, you was at the House of Blues, man. Like, that's not a small fucking venue. That's some legendary shit.
Okay, right. So we're playing the House of Blues. We're opening for Chelsea Grin. And I'm looking at the posters that are pinned up in the backstage of the venue, and I see Soundgarden, I see Cypress Hill, I see fucking Nirvana, all these people I grew up listening to, and I'm like, this might be my only chance to play at this venue, so I gotta do something that people are gonna remember me for. So opening for Chelsea Grin, I'm sitting on the sidelines listening to this dude scream his head off. I'm like, man, this is some shit. This is great. So my 3-piece band, we got a drummer, a bassist, and a vocalist.
Yeah.
3 people. And I'm like, we got to do something. So I jump out into the crowd and I start swinging my bass at people like it's a fucking axe.
Bro, that's fucking hilarious, dog. Now, bro, I don't think people listening is gonna like understand how legendary that is, because not only were you at the House of fucking Blues, but I mean Snoop Dogg and Tupac and everybody legendary done been in that motherfucker, right?
Oh yeah.
Not only
man.
that, bro, but you was opening up for a big name artist, and not only that, bro, you said, fuck it, I gotta make my damn stance up in here. And you jumped out into the crowd like a fucking madman at the House of Blues, swinging your guitar like it was a fucking axe. That is legendary. That's legendary status, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's some fly shit.
I'm sure you can find video of it somewhere. And, with the Viking background, I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm a Viking.
I respect it, man. Goddamn, you sold out there, bro. So what's the second one you want to tell me about, dog? You said you had 2 of them, right?
Right. So the second one was at a venue here in Salt Lake City called Gold Blood Collective. It's a small venue, and we packed that fucker till there was a line going around the corner of the street.
Holy shit.
And there was about 10 of us playing at that show. And most of the people playing, I had mixed their tracks or promoted them or worked with them in some way. And I was so excited to see them perform. I was like, man, I've worked on this track. I want to see how it sounds live. So I'm sitting there and the crowd's going great. And then I go up with my band, and the whole night, it's kind of some chill, kind of some jumpy hip hop. And then I go up there with my band and we played up straight up death metal.
Oh shit.
And I seen a crowd of about 100, 150 really bored kids turn into a bloody pit.
Oh shit. They turned up on it. They got involved with it.
We were scared. We're like, this is either going to go really bad or this is going to go really good.
Right.
And about 20 seconds into our set, I see bloody noses. I'm like, this is going good.
Shit. Oh, that's legendary, man. Oh shit. So it was like it was a hip hop vibe crowd, but then y'all turned it up with death metal and motherfuckers had broken noses and shit. That's legendary. That's legendary, man.
We fucked that shit up.
This is why I love metal, bro, because it's literally a life and death situation, even to buy a ticket to go to a live show.
Hell yeah, man. A wall of death, fucking circle pit. I mean, all the cute little girls that were in the crowd were running to the back screaming, bro.
Yeah, dude. I mean, damn, bro. Like, if you got to have respect for that metal shit, bro. Like, the energy of that shit. There's no other music on the planet that has the energy that heavy metal's got, bro. I don't give a fuck. And I'm a hip hop head first, but I'll tell you right damn now, you will never find the kind of energy that heavy metal brings to a live show. You will never find that in I think the only damn people that ever came close to that, bro, was Run DMC. I think they were the only ones, because they had laser shows. I think they were the only ones that ever came close to having that real rock star.
What about Run DMC and Aerosmith Walk This Way, man?
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that. Holy
that was like shit. Perfect mixture of rap and rock, bro.
Yeah, bro, I forgot I watched that damn performance on YouTube, bro. I couldn't believe my fucking eyes. I was like, hold up. Run DMC, legends in hip hop, and Aerosmith, super legends in rock is going. I said, that don't look right. But then when they performed it, I was like, that shit makes perfect fucking sense. That was super legendary, bro. I ain't gonna lie though. I didn't expect that. I don't think the world expected that kind of shit to come out. I
mean, man, I was so lucky to grow up with my grandpa, World War II veteran, listening to 50s and 60s music, and then my dad listening to 70s to 80s music, and my mom listening to 80s and 90s music. I mean, man, I grew up with the whole thing, and like my brain is literally a Wikipedia of music history, and I got lucky in that way,
Yeah, that's cool as shit, bro. Because you had about the best of all worlds. Then that's similar to my story. Like, your grandparents put you on the old ass shit, then your parents put you on to a little bit less old ass shit, and then you grow up in your era. Then so you pretty much listen to the 90s and 2000s yourself. So then and it definitely shows in your work ethic though, bro, and just the shit that you put out though, bro, because you make some really fun, really aggressive, really just cool ass music. The vibe of the label, bro, and just your vibe in general though, man, it's got to be saluted, because for you to be an underground entity and not on a major situation, but you putting out shit like you got a damn $1 million budget behind you like that, bro, like a big machine's pushing you. Like that's a crazy thing. Like that, I don't even think a lot of people understand, bro. Like, your energy is just like, it's like you got a major label machine behind you, but it's not there. It's just your energy's that big. So that's a hell of a win in my book, bro. I think you nailed it.
I appreciate you acknowledging that, man, because all my underground budget, all my underground knowledge, and every piece of my fiber and being goes into what you see when you click that link, man.
It definitely shows, bro. You can definitely tell that you ain't somebody that fucks around when it comes to music. Or so let me, I want to ask you this, bro. Do you do any videography?
I do. I filmed at least 50%, 60% of the videos that you will see on my label channel.
Damn, bro. So let me ask you this. I gotta ask this fucking question, man. So did you produce the video for the for you and Star Rat's track? Damn, what's the biggest one again? I keep forgetting these fucking names. Damn.
Better Off Dead?
Yeah, did you produce that video?
Yeah, I produced the track and I produced the idea of the video and I handed it over, and the dude totally went with what I was telling him. And before he posted it to be public, he's like, "Is this what you were running with?" I was like, "Yeah, man." So yeah, I mean, really everything you see there, the instrumental, the visuals, I mean, yeah, man, that was totally my idea.
Right. So let me ask you this, bro. Now, Star Rats also has a song called "Hey Wait." I just listened to it, bro. Did you produce that beat or in that video as well, or?
No, Star Rats. One of the first people on Dejected, his name was Creepa, and he was a horrorcore kind of ICP type artist. And he told me, he's like, yo, you should get into this kind of emo rap shit. And he sent me a SoundCloud link of Hey Wait. And I was like, bro, this is where we need to go with this. And so I did. I helped pay for that video and the idea of the video. But Star Hats really took it to the next level, and he really put on for Dejected more than I thought he would.
Right, dude. That song was, bro. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit you though. I'm gonna just go ahead and be completely honest, bro. I'm not into the whole emo type of music shit though. Like, even though I love heavy metal and rock, emo, that's a whole new thing to me. I think that's more for like younger type of generation. Like my little brother might really fuck with it, but I mean, no disrespect at all though, bro. But when I heard that song and I was like, damn, this is kind of like, like some emo trap. I was like, this is such a unique fucking, I've never heard no damn shit like this. I was like, oh, and he did it in a way that really captivated me. I was like, okay, he nailed it, bro. Like, I thought it was going to be like some old sad shit, but this dude, he turned it up. I was like, no, this is a dope song right here. Like, he changed my mind. He definitely changed my mind. I was like, yo, he's doing it.
Hell yeah, man. And, you know, every artist that I signed to my underground label, they're really bringing that vibe. They're bringing something new that can attract an older generation, a new generation, and everything in between, you know, because I grew up on the older generation and then I met people from the new generation, and I like to find something in artists that kind of meets in between both of those.
Wow. That's a very unique mind state to have. That's a talent in itself though, bro. So like, you know, that's exactly why I believe your label and y'all gonna win, because one thing that music in general as a whole is missing nowadays, bro, is like authenticity and trend setting and people starting new shit, being the first to do something. Like, we're kind of missing that in music today, bro. It seems like everybody nowadays is kind of like riding waves and shit and kind of like trying to do what everybody else is doing is popular at the moment. But I don't see a lot of trendsetters like I used to back in the day. A lot of people are too scared to be the first to do some shit publicly now, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, you know, when I first started Dejected, right after I got kicked off a major label, I was like, this shit, it's either going to sink or swim. And there's definitely been times where it was swimming, and there's definitely been times where it's sinking. Right. But either way, I keep the same passionate and the same energy level with it at all times.
Right, and it's the unique aspect of it that really draws me in, bro. Because again, all the music I've heard from you was shit I haven't really, my ears wasn't accustomed to that sound, bro. Like, I haven't heard it before though, so it was a whole fucking experience for me to even indulge and look through your label and everything that you had going on over there, because my ears wasn't ready for that shit. Like, I haven't heard that sonically before. That it's a whole new unique thing, and I was just like, fuck, man, I gotta talk to this dude, bro. I said, he got some shit going on, bro. Like, I really love unique shit that's not happening right now, bro. And I love the way that you guys take unique shit that would scare the fuck out of normal people that's trying to promote that type of shit. And you guys, you just go head first into it, and you're so talented that it sounds like it's been around forever, if that makes any fucking sense.
It does. I appreciate that. Like, you really captivated everything I've been going for. You know, I want it to sound polished, smooth. Like, this is something people have heard before, but they haven't. And it kind of fits in with what they've already been listening to, but at the same time, it's something new. So I appreciate you saying that.
Right, and that's what I think is dope about it, bro. Because you can get the regular feel from the shit, but it also gives you a whole new bag that you can get into. It's even hard to explain it because it's so damn unique, bro. It's like it has the element of what's going on right now, but there's a bigger element to it that supersedes that. And it's so hard for me to explain it with words, bro. I encourage everybody to just go check the shit out your damn self, man. Just, you know, go to Dejected on Facebook, bro. Type it in. You'll see the label page. Click on that shit and just do your homework. The whole fucking thing has songs and music and videos all up down the motherfucker, bro. Just click on whatever the fuck pop up on that channel and then just watch it and just dig through the catalog. Trust me, you're gonna become a fan, whether you admit it in public or not, bro. I ain't scared to admit it in damn public, bro, but you're gonna become a damn fan. Even if you don't like the music, you're gonna respect the uniqueness of what they got, the situation that they got going on over there. A hell of a thing. But I also noticed that you do interviews as well, bro. Like, you have like a show or something? You want to get into that?
Yeah, man. So, you know, back when I was on a major label and in a band and all that, I'd go through every other day I was doing an interview. And once I got kicked off that major label, I was like, what would it be like to be on the other side of the table? What if I was asking the questions?
Right.
And finally I decided, I was like, all right, I'm going to ask the questions. So I started reaching out to people, and to my best luck, I mean, it's really worked out. People now respect me more as an interviewer than a musician, and it's kind of cool because I get to flip the table of what I'm used to.
Wow. Yeah, that is pretty damn interesting, bro, because your music's so damn dope, but you also have the interviewing aspect of it. And not only that, you could be a damn good interviewer simply because you already, you was already in the music business in general. So you already know how it goes, and you've already been interviewed a lot yourself. So you know the type of questions that you don't fucking like, that get boring to you. And so your question is probably a whole lot different than what a label situation would have put an artist in front of a camera. They ask the same shit all fucking day long. So I can imagine your interviews are like, a lot more interesting than that.
Right. Like, I encourage anybody to go listen to me. I got this interview podcast type show called OTP on the phone. And basically it's kind of the same situation. I just call people and I ask them what they're doing. And I do it in a way that they can relate to as an artist, more than a label executive asking them something that they're not comfortable asking. And or answering. I mean, either way. And I approach it more as an artist and kind of get to be in their headspace and explore them as an artist rather than me being an artist. And I definitely learn some shit from talking to all these different artists, for sure. I get in their headspace.
Absolutely, bro. That's the reason why I always told myself, bro, like, when you start doing this damn podcast, you got to become a fan of the people that you have on your show before you have them on the show. And if you can't become a fan of them, don't have them on there, though, because if you're a fan of them first and you get on the interview with them, it's going to be a lot more organic, a lot more interesting, a lot more better conversation that comes out of it. And they'll be more comfortable with you as well because you're in fan mode. And so it'll just make the whole dynamic a shitload better for the audience listening. And so once I learned that, and I didn't even know I was doing it at first, bro. It was just natural to me, though, because I'm a huge music fan. So I was just really becoming a fan just authentically. And then when I noticed that, that actually made the conversation a shitload better on the show, I was like, damn, okay. Well, I guess some people got it, some people don't, because, you see these damn famous people getting interviewed, bro. That shit get boring to the people watching. They're like, oh, I already know what they're going to ask them. I already heard this answer on 3 other fucking shows. It's like, well, goddamn. But I mean, when you're coming from like a real fan perspective interviewing an artist, bro, they really respect that, and they'll open up a lot more with you on the show, and so it's a really dope thing. And so I kind of want to, so what's some of the bigger type people that you've interviewed, bro? If you had any like big names that you've interviewed?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like the most recent was David Silvera, the drummer for Korn.
Holy shit.
I interviewed him, and I mean, you can go look at that, and it's like total underground questions. It's not nothing you would expect to see on VH1 or MTV. It's totally like an underground type interview, and you'll get some answers and questions you wouldn't expect. And, also NASCAR Aloe, I just interviewed him. And there's the same thing, man. I mean, even if I'm interviewing a big name artist, and I got one coming up with the guitarist from Korn.
Holy shit,
that'll
man.
Be soon. Yeah, man, even like, you wouldn't believe it if you go and check. I mean, I'm at like 56 different interviews now, and
damn,
people would be blown away. I mean, it's always an underground, low profile type interview, but with bigger name artists. And it does blow people away because it's not something you see on TV. It's more of a vibe of like what me and you got going on right now.
Yeah, man, but that's crazy though, bro. I don't want to skip over that shit, man, because you said growing up that you was a big fan of Korn. So how the fuck is it with you being able to actually interview people from that fucking band yourself under your own name? Like, that has to be a hell of a feeling, bro.
Oh, it blew me away, man. Like, I couldn't believe it. I had to like take it back one step and pretend like I wasn't a huge fangirl.
right. I can imagine. Yeah, that was hard to hold that shit back, wasn't it? Because Korn was fucking huge, man.
Yeah, and I had to ask my girl. I was like, "Yo, like, does this sound too like fangirly or like is this cool?" Like, right. She helped me a lot, and I was like, you know, because I don't want to come across as a fucking total fangirl dweeb. I wanted to come across professional, and
right.
In the end, I think there's kind of a mixture of both, which made it even better. So, I mean, I encourage anyone to go listen to those because it was interesting. Like trying to hold back that, like, wow, I'm a huge fan for 10 years now, and now I'm talking to these guys. It was crazy.
Right, man, that's cool as hell. I'm definitely gonna go check those out, bro. Because I used to listen to Korn a lot, dog. They were fucking huge, bro. Like them dudes get you so damn turned up, man. And they had a lot of real deep music as well, though. Like a lot of people don't know the instrumentation was heavy, bro. But they talked about a lot of real shit in their music. They were definitely on my list, man. Back when I was coming up as a teenager, I I don't know what all they're doing these days, but I know they definitely put a legendary stamp in the game. As far as metal goes, definitely. So the fact that you interviewed the drummer and you got one coming up with a guitarist from that band, bro, that's blowing my mind right now, though. That's crazy. See, this just goes to prove that, no matter what the fuck you go through, bro, like you can still do your own shit. You just got to have the balls to do it. So this man right here is living proof. No matter what anybody listening, if you're going through the bullshit and you feel like life is out to get you, well, guess what? It is out to get you. But you got what you gonna do? You gonna let it eat you, or you gonna fight back? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That's the fucking two options we got as humans, man. The world is out to get you. You got two fucking options. You know what I'm saying? Get eaten by it or fight back. It's up to you. Nobody can walk for you. Nobody can take you to the lake and make you drink it. You got to do this on your own. But this man right here is living proof. You can go through the bullshit, still come out on top. So I definitely respect it, bro. Now I don't want to hold you up, my man, because I know you're probably a really busy man. You got a lot of shit going on, and so I'm gonna let you get up out of here, bro. But I want you to go ahead and give all the links out to anything you got going on. You do any shout outs you want to shout out anybody, bro? The floor is yours, man. Go crazy.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. And like you were just saying, listen up, everyone who listens to this. I got a busted knee, totally busted up. I've had COVID 2 times. I've had a clogged artery. I got COVID right now as I'm doing this interview for the second time.
Shit. Damn.
And, I got a busted knee. I've had a clogged artery. I got high blood pressure. I'm all fucked up. But you know what? I'm still out here producing tracks, interviewing artists I grew up to, and being on this show right now, the Loner Lounge podcast, as I'm sick. And I just want to let all y'all know, I mean, fuck it, you can do anything you want. You got to put all your power, all your energy into it. If you really want it, you'll get it. And just search up Dejected on YouTube, Dejected Records on Facebook, Dejected Official on Instagram, Dejected on Snapchat. You will find the first search result is my label because we've been around, we've done it. We're about to break 300,000 views. So let's do it. It'll be the first search result you get. So just go search that shit up. And if you've heard anything you're interested in this podcast, the Korn drummer, Korn guitarist, NASCAR Aloe, anything I've talked about, search up Dejected Korn, Dejected NASCAR Aloe. You'll find that shit. Dejected on top. No matter what fucks me up in life, I'll be here serving y'all with some dope shit.
Absolutely though, bro, man. Gabriel Zane, man, I appreciate you coming on this show, bro. I really had a lot of fun with this one. Excuse me, damn, got a frog in my throat tonight. But I really appreciate you coming on though, man. This was really good, bro. Really fun for me. I like to dive into a lot of different genres and just interesting shit, man. So this was really, really fun for me to do this, bro. I'm glad you came on. Not to mention having fucking COVID, man. Goddamn, bro, you all fucked up like that and you still took time out to come on this show. The fact that you still took time out to come on this show, dog, like I got a lot of fucking respect for that, bro. Thank you so much for that, man. And
of course, man. I'm 3 days out of the hospital. Just got out. 3 days out of the hospital with COVID. I'm here doing the show with your man on the Loner Lounge podcast, and I'm here and I'm live.
Absolutely, bro. Damn, man. Yeah, you couldn't even tell you was fucked up like that, bro. Your energy's crazy though. So again, that speaks on your character, bro. So that's amazing, man. So I hope you get better with this COVID shit though, bro. I hope you bounce back from that. That shit ain't no fun. I had it once myself. It's not fun at all. So I hope you bounce back from that shit, bro. But this is the Loner Lounge podcast, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for listening.